after what feels like forever, I've finally entered a race that feels epic to me. The Trails Plus Maribyrnong Valley Parkland Backyard Ultra Last One Standing Endurance Run. It's a 6.7k circuit that you have to complete every hour. If you finish it faster, you get longer rest before you start again on the hour. But the winner of the race, and there's only one, it's the last person to complete a full lap. Everyone else gets marked as a DNF. And how long does this race go for? Well, that's part of the appeal. It goes until whenever the last person finishes that circuit. The unknown is part of the epic appeal. And to get my training on track for this race, I need to know what it takes to do well at this sort of race. I need to be able to consistently eat a lot. Not eating enough or having gut problems are likely to be race enders. Over these training weeks, I'll work out my numbers, get my plans, train my gut, get myself ready to eat a lot, hour after hour, on race day. The Backyard Ultra is likely to go for a very long time. And my body needs to be able to hold up for that very long time. And I have different ways that I'm approaching that. One is to get a lot of volume, a lot of kilometers in my training. Another is strength training. And then there's also the type of running that I do. And despite the race trail not being technical or overly hilly or anything like the trails out here in the gorge, it challenges my legs in a different way. Puts much more load on the smaller muscles, the muscles that control posture and that fatigue a bit more easily when going over long distances. If I just stick to nice smooth roads all the time, I wouldn't be challenging those muscles and they'd be a weak point on race day. So the thinking is that these uneven, technical, hilly trails improve the robustness or fatigue resistance of my lower leg muscles, the ones that go in, cover my foot and ankle, the smaller muscles. And as a result, they won't fatigue as easily on race day. The other bonus is it should improve my proprioception, or my sense of where my feet are on the trail and where my body is. So I should be less likely to lose my footing once I get really tired and sleep deprived. Who wouldn't want to be out on these trails? It's just one of the best places to run, best places to hike, out in nature, in the bush, the wildlife, trees. I just love it. And if I'm going to spend hours training, why not make some of it a whole lot of fun? No doubt repeatedly running the same 6.7k circuit over and over will create some mental challenges, and the least of which will be boredom. But also checking into the same place every hour, that's going to alleviate some of those issues. I have no doubt if I can get my logistics, my clothing, my hydration, my nutrition, and all the things that I need every hour on the hour, then that will go a long way to having a successful race. If we look at why the race is 6.7 kilometers per hour, well, it means that it adds up to 100 miles or about 160 kilometers if we go for 24 hours. So based on that, the main ability we need for this race is the ability to be comfortable at running 100 miles in 22 hours. And that's right, I said 22 hours, not 24. The pace to cover in 22 hours means that you can cover 6.7 kilometers about every 50 minutes. And that gives you about 10 minutes every hour to sort yourself out, your equipment, your nutrition, and all that for the next lap. And that pace averages out to 7:26 per kilometre. When I look at it that way, it sounds really easy. That's slower than just going out for an easy run for me. But it's easy, and then at some point, it's not.